how can an SMB tell somebody that's just shucking cybersecurity and somebody that's an advisor? How can they
Yeah.
tell the difference?
I think it does go back to, there's a couple of layers, right? I mean, we can really, shucking is a good word because you shuck corn and that has a lot of layers too. Anyway, so there's a couple of things that come to mind. First, is this person, the cybersecurity professional, just coming in and trying to sell you stuff all the time? Like, is every conversation you're having with them just, hey, I'm trying to sell you something? Or are they checking in with you on a quarterly basis just to kind of review where things are at, let you know down the road, like, hey, you know what? You have a couple of devices here that are going to be approaching end of life in the next 2 years. Just want to make you aware of that. We're going to have a conversation down the road about that, setting you up for that. Like, are they advising your business from a cybersecurity standpoint, or are they just coming in to sell you something? That doesn't mean that the MSP is necessarily bad. I think it just means that the conversations with clients are not aligned properly. Like, if the only time you're connecting with your MSP is because they're trying to sell you some new security, like, that doesn't sound like a relationship I want to be a part of. So I mean, that's a motivating factor to the MSP, because if you're just having sales conversations with your client and that's the only time you're ever meeting with them, there's another MSP probably down the road who is doing it differently. So you just need to recognize, like, that's going to set you apart. You're coming in and advising, you're giving them a roadmap as to what security is, educating them on good security. You're defining practices. You're coming in, you're saying, hey, let's make sure you have a good incident response plan in place so that when an event happens, you know what to do. You can stay calm. We can get insurance involved. We can do all those things, right? Hey, you really should have a good insurance policy. I'm going to connect you with some people who are going to make sure that happens, even though I do not financially benefit from that, right? As an MSP, you can't take insurance earnings because you're not licensed. So you legally cannot accept insurance dollars, but it's still really important that your clients have an insurance policy, and you know that. Like, that's the advisor level. You are doing things to secure your client and help your client withstand the blast of a cyber incident, even if it doesn't have a financial gain for your business. Like, that's taking it to the next level. So that's where I would say that's what I would look for as a client, is how's my MSP interacting with me. Yeah, that's probably a good one.